Welcome to the Checkered Floor Garage. This is the Kawasaki Vulcan 750 Maintenance and Service Series. And today we're going to look into one possible root cause as to why there's a whole bunch of grease leaking past your final drive and onto your rear wheel. Here's a closer look of what I mean. You can see grease leaking past this final drive piece here, getting onto the hub of your rear wheel. And as the wheel spins, it just gets everywhere. I've seen a lot of pictures of these bikes online and on forums and people mentioning that they got their final drive leaking. And while what I'm about to show you isn't necessarily a fix for all leaking final drives, it could help you out. Here we are with the rear wheel off the motorcycle. I'm not going to re-show that in this video. Instead, check out my spline lube video. You can see here just an absolute mess of this grease. It's actually called Moly lube. And I've got the same thing here on the other side of the final drive, albeit not as bad as the rear wheel. So what happened with me on my bike is that the last time I lubed the splines of the final drive and the drive shaft, I used this Loctite LB8012. It's also called Moly. I used this for the teeth of the splines during the spline lube process, and I also lubed up the teeth of the rear wheel, inside here and on the final drive. However, that's not the correct lube to be using. You don't want to be using the Moly for inside here. You want to get this high temperature red grease. I just got this from my local Napa. You want to put that inside of your wheel and inside of the teeth of your final drive on this side right here. So now what I'm going to do is just clean this up, clean up over here, and make sure all of the old Moly is out, and I'll be replacing it with the correct lube, this red grease. What I find that helps out a lot for cleaning up grease and other garage messes is some alcohol spray. As you can see from the time lapse, it just cut right through the grease. So that's the easiest fix that I know about to address the final drive leak getting all over your rear wheel and your rear tire. There are other things to do, of course, I'm sure gaskets and O-rings, but I like to start simple, see if the simple thing works, and then get onto the more complicated things. So if I still have this final drive leak, I will address it in a follow-up video. If you've addressed it in a different way, leave it down in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear what you have done. I hope that helps. Have a good one.